Well, now this race is a good race to watch. Now it's a terrible betting race. You're not going to pay off the mortgage with this one, and you're not going to put the kids through college. But it's going to be a fun race to watch. It could be a match race between Nitrogen and the queen of thoroughbred horse racing, the grizzly herself, Thorpedo Anna. Let's take a look at the field of race number 9 at Keeneland on Sunday. It is the Grade 1 Spinster Stakes. It's 1 mile and an 8 with a purse of $650,000. I want to welcome all of you who have recently subscribed to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. And those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you for supporting my channel. Let's take a look at the field of the Grade 1 Spinster. At 30 to 1, that's a long shot. Chilled. Out of 16 races, has 3 wins. Won an allowance race over a muddy racetrack. A couple races after that, crossed the finish line first. Was placed second through disqualification. A couple races after that, won a race over a sloppy track. I think she would like an off track. Now she is 0 for 5 at Keeneland, but she's come in the money 4 times. Last time out they tried turf. She doesn't like turf. She's 0 for 3 on turf, yet to hit the board. She's got a couple good workouts coming to this one. Getting John Velasquez at 30 to 1. The 2-horse Scylla at 4 to 1, trained by Bill Mott, ridden by Junior Alvarado. Well, several races back, Mott cut her back in distance. Made her a sprinter, going back to the ballerina. She finished second in that race, not bad at all. Next time out, Breeders' Cup filly and mare sprint. She finished 4th, but just behind by 1 length. Then in her 5-year-old debut, a layoff for several months at Churchill. Another 4th place finish, but she was taking on the likes of Copian, Hope Road, and Ways and Means. Those are quality fillies. Next time out, a 2nd place finish to Ways and Means. And she was the favorite, Saratoga. But she finished 3rd behind by 2. Last time out in the ballerina, a 2nd place finish to Hope Road. She was forwardly placed in that race. She might be forwardly placed in this one now. She has a win at the racetrack. Now Bill Mott's going to stretch her out. Something she hasn't done in a while. Try to get a 2-turn race. She has a win at the distance. She has 5 wins. 4 of those wins have been at 1 mile or longer. Maybe she prefers a 2-turn race. And Junior Alvarado gets aboard. Junior Alvarado has never ridden this horse. Javier Castellano, for her first 7 races, was her jockey. And then he switched back and forth between Smith and Castellano, and then the last 4 races, Rosario was on board 3 times, and then Flavian Pratt. I think it's interesting that Junior Alvarado is getting on board this time because he's Bill Mott's go-to jockey. Getting 4 to 1 on the 2-horse Scylla. I will use Scylla on my tickets. The 3 at 5 to 2, it's Nitrogen. She broke her maiden. Stakes race. in her fourth race at Gulfstream Park. But Mark Cassidy, he's always been high on this horse. I mean, her second race put in grade 1 at Woodbine. She was 41-1 in that race. Next time out, Breeders' Cup Juvenile Phillies Turf. She was 49-1, and she closed nicely in that one. And she third, only behind by 2.5. After she broke her maiden at Gulfstream. Well, she put together several straight wins, winning the Florida Oaks, then the Grade 2 Appalachian, then the Edgewood by 3.5. And she tried dirt for the first time. Well, she only beat 2 other horses in that race, and it was a sloppy sealed track at Saratoga, but she won by 17. 17. Next time out, she got upset by a nose. Then he put her back on dirt again. Grade 1 Alabama. Now all of a sudden, it looked like a turf horse. She's a perfect 2 for 2 on dirt. And her only grade 1 win has come on dirt. She's never been out of the money in 10 races. Now last time out, she beat Good Cheer, but Good Cheer is a declining horse. Good Cheer just hasn't been the same horse in the last few months. Next time out, Good Cheer would finish 6th in the cotillion. Getting 5-2 on the 3 horse, Nitrogen. I will use Nitrogen on my tickets. Gin Gin at 6-1. Written by Louis Saez. Has a win at the track, a win at the distance. Hasn't won much, 3 wins out of 12 races. She's been competitive. Races back, changed trainers. She won a grade 3 by 5.25. Next time out, finished 2nd. Then in the Fleur de Lis, she took on Thorpedo Anna. She finished 4th in that race, behind by 9.5. She hasn't raced in more than 3 months. She's got a nice workout coming into this one. Getting 6-1 on the 4 horse, Gin Gin. Now let's take a look at one of my favorite horses in horse racing. It's Thorpedo Anna. I'm a fan of this horse. I only spent $40,000 on this horse. She's earned over $5 million. She's won 7 grade 1 races. 7. A few races back in the La Troyenne, and she got bumped pretty good in that race. Ken McPeak said he believes that she got the air knocked out of her. Yes, something went wrong, because she's much better than that. Next time out in Fleur de Lis, she won by 3. Last time out in the personal instant, boy, that was a good race. It turned out to be a match race in the stretch between Thorpedo Anna and Thorpedo, and they were going at it. Thorpedo Anna showed the will to win. She pulled it out by a nose. She's 8-5 in this race. She's a perfect 6 for 6 at the distance, and she has a win at Keeneland. There's something different about her. See, for all of her races, she's had one jockey. That's Brian Hernandez. Unfortunately, he's injured. He is recovering, though, so that's good news. She's getting a new jockey for this one, Flavian Pratt. And look, Flavian Pratt, he's one of the best jockeys out there, but he's never ridden this horse before. How will she react? to a different jockey? Well, that remains to be seen. Getting 8-5 on the 5-horse Thorpedo Anna. I will use Thorpedo Anna on my tickets. Once again, this is a terrible betting race, but it should be a fun race to watch. So these are the horses I'm using. I'm using Thorpedo Anna, Nitrogen, and Scylla. Horse I'm going to pick to win. Let's see how she does with a different jockey. I'm going with Thorpedo Anna. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.